Hey everyone, Brian from Bearable Traders here. Wednesday, April 24th. Let's start the midweek review. It's Wednesday and it's in the evening, so we're just going to go over what the markets have been doing this week so far. So we had a big day up on Tuesday. I told everyone Tuesday night when we did the Ask Me Almost Anything webinar live on YouTube. I just said basically I thought the markets were going to be kind of choppy today, and that's exactly what we got. So usually happens following a big up day. You get a lot of this choppy price action. So people are trying to figure out which way the market's going after a big move one way or another. So looking at the internals, still more stocks above their 200 than below. So same with the 50, new highs, a lot more highs than new lows. Still in a bull market pretty much. See where 62.38 is a measure here. So definitely in a bull market situation, still hanging on to, and looks like we're going higher. Talk about that in a minute. Let's take a look at the groups. Technology certainly has been doing the heavy lifting here this week anyway, or for the last week. Technology again showing up here. Industrial goods also pulling their weight. It's the ones that seem to be doing okay, and healthcare still struggling. Basic materials, same thing. Probably part of that may be the strong dollar, strong US dollar. Utilities is down there too, not performing very well. So let's just take a look at the markets. Let's do this quickly. Indexes, and let's take a look at the 10-year Treasury. It's rolling over a little bit actually. The 10-year, it's interesting. I kind of thought it might hold the 255, 260, but I think we're going to be kind of stuck in this range between 250 and 260. I kind of doubt, I doubt very much we'd see this thing roll back down to the 240 level. But as long as it stays in this range, I think, what it means for the stock market is that, stocks are going to either continue to consolidate or possibly eventually break out and go higher. And you can kind of see here we're still in a bit of an uptrend with the Dow, although we are rolling over a bit on the RSI. But again, I don't see a downtrend break or an uptrend breaking yet. We'll skip over the weeklies since we're midweek. And the IWM, the small caps, we're just chopping along here. You can kind of see we're right at resistance. We had an update on the IWM, although we pulled back significantly, or at least a fair amount during the day. Gave up a lot of the gains. But you can see we're kind of average on volume. Our size hanging around the 60 level. Kind of indecision. We're just chopping sideways. And QQQ is again established that uptrend. Bit of a pullback today. RSI pretty oversold at 76. Average volume. And MACD's pretty flat. Not really actually going anywhere by the looks of it. And it's the weeklies. And the large caps, the SPX again, uptrend. Bit of a pullback today. Average volume, marginally oversold. 70 is considered oversold by this chart. But we're certainly still in an established uptrend. And let's skip with the weekly, and you can see here the dollar. I mentioned the dollar. Dollar's been really strong. Look at that. I mean, it's been taken off here. The dollar index probably hurting some of the the plays that don't do well when the dollar gets strong, like gold and some of the metals, and so yeah. VIX just kind of holding this $12 level, and had an update today with the volume, with the markets being down. But I think we're going to chop in this range. It's really low level on the VIX right now. Let's take a look at the actives. What we got active. Coke, as you know, I bailed on that right here on this day. I just didn't want to hold it through earnings, and the reason being, of course, this is the kind of things you can get with an earnings report that doesn't work out very well. In this case, it was up a bit, but I really, like I said, I'd rather sit on the sideline and watch my stock do this than be involved and watch it do this. So it's really why I don't like to hold stocks through earnings. Even if they go up, I don't feel too badly about it. Still holding a small part of this inverse to the natural gas price. Had a bit of a down day today, but it's pretty flat right now. I'm just hoping, like I said, I guess still got a small position. Got involved back here on the breakout. Still have a small position, and just looking for it to go back through the 200 day. Let's take a look at the weekly quickly. See, we still got this gap to fill, so 30 could be the target here. And let's just see what else we got. LABU got involved in yesterday. It really started to take off, and I actually should have taken it on the Monday when it did this this reversing candle here, and it really took off on the Tuesday. I think this was kind of a bit of a dead cat bounce, and you know it turned into a day trade because I got in, got out of it, at my first target, hit my first target during the day I got into it, so I got out some of it. And then it just started to sell off during the morning, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get out of it and keep it profitable because I think it's going to come back here and test this 47 level again. And we'll watch to see if it makes a double bottom. So I'm going to move this to the watch list to see if it double bottoms. You know, if it can't hold in this level here, 42, 43 could be the next level of support. Which was almost where this tail came down to and bounced off at 44. So anyway, I'll be keeping an eye on that and seeing where it's going to head. But I still think there's a lot of headwinds with you know, with a lot of the politicians still wanting to beat up on the drug companies and the pharma companies. And I did take a position today on NUGT, and it's pretty close to where I entered it, 1610. I'm hoping it gets up to 17, which is where this 200-day moving average is, and I may take a lot of it off there because it may do the same what I'm expecting LABU to do, which will be come back and maybe do a double bottom. So hopefully we'll get a decent move on that. This has been pulling back after, you know, had a nice run up, and I'm just waiting to see if it holds this level. If it doesn't hold it tomorrow, I'll bail on it. Just have a small position left on that. And that's about it. Let's go take a look at what we're watching. Again, this could be just a flag, a pullback. It's had a nice run, and that's why I got into NUGT, looking for that bounce. But this could be a trend higher, so keep an eye on that one. EM, I mean, it's selling off. I think it's getting hurt with the strong dollar. The semis just continue to go up, so it's just interesting to keep an eye on that. They've got no position there. UNG, just watching the price of the dollar, or the price of natural gas. I already talked about that. And been watching UWT, which is the crude oil, and had a bit of a sell-off today, but that's after this big gap up with the news, I think, on Iran and that. And you know, oil still looks strong. It's right at the 200-day or pretty close to it. So I may look at getting back involved with that again at some point. So that's it. I hope everyone's been having a good week so far. The people that joined us on YouTube Live on Tuesday night got a lot of good feedback. I think everyone enjoyed having the opportunity to ask us questions about trading, and we'll probably do that again sometime soon. So that's it. This is my book, How to Swing Trade. It's on Amazon. Check it out if you haven't already. And I guess we'll look forward to seeing many of you in the Bear Bull Trading Room in the morning, where we'll be going over some day trades and then doing some day trading when the market opens. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the evening, and we will see you in the room in the morning. Bye for now.